it is your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. In today's video, I'm going to show you activities I do every single day on Poshmark to make daily consistent sales. So stay tuned to learn more. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new here, I am a reseller on various different platforms, which means that I purchase items and flip them on Poshmark and eBay, typically from thrift stores. I also have a degree in mathematics and did data analytics for 8 years. So my channel and my Instagram are focused on data-driven strategies to help you increase your sales, hit your monetary goals as a reseller. I have 3 separate dashboards to help you do that. They should be pretty quick and easy, copy and paste to have all of these metrics so you can look at your data and figure out what is working for you. In today's video, I am going to show you, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification so you get notified when I have new content coming out. Also, if you want to give me a thumbs up on the way out, if you liked this content, leave comments down below if you have questions. In today's video, check out my shirt. If y'all don't follow Girly Girl Styles, she is amazing. She puts together these, I purchased this, all of the profits went to a charity. She is an amazing reseller, great in the community, so definitely make sure to follow her on her channel. Today's video, I am going to go through and show you daily things that I do every single day on Poshmark to make daily consistent sales. I'm going to start by saying this is based off of, I did a video, I will drop that video link down below. I did a video where I collected data from the sample data of Poshmark users, and I looked at it to come up with these activities. I will say it shows for me, but this is what my channel is about. It's not just telling you what is working for me, it is showing you ways to figure out what is working for you, or looking at higher sample data, what is working on a higher level, not just anecdotal, what is working. So the data, the survey that I did is what helped me come up with these items, and then also I see it in my sales as well. So if you're new to my channel, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I haven't been reselling for 20 years. I don't know all of the things, and that's why I am showing you this channel. That's why I am showing you things that are working for me, because you can do it. You don't have to be some big reseller. You don't have to know all of the brands. You can still turn and make a profit by looking at your information and looking at data and statistics to help drive your business decisions. You don't have to be doing this, for years and years to make it work. So I want to start and show you why this works for me. I have been on Poshmark for 1.5 years. That's it. I started new. I had no idea what I was doing. I had a little bit of background in upcycle. But that's it. I started using strategies by looking at my data, by looking at data-driven strategies. Like I said, the analysis that I did, the link is down below, and looking at what was working specifically for me. I've sold almost $40,000 on Poshmark in that 1.5 years and nearly 1,300 items. I do this part-time. I am a full-time mom. I am part-time reselling 20 hours or less. I do with reselling. I also do social media as well, but strictly reselling, putting items on Poshmark and eBay, sourcing, etc., is 20 hours or less, and this is how much I've sold. This is one of my dashboards. You can go through and keep an eye on. This is part of how I have made so much money on Poshmark, is I'm looking at the categories that are working for me. I'm looking at my sell-through rates, my average sale price, what is working for me. I try a new strategy, I come back and I look at my data and see what is working for me. The other thing that I am going to show you in today's video, this is Poshmark. I'm going to show you. So this is the daily sales that I do every single day things that I do every single day on Poshmark to make daily sales. This is for sale for $1 on my website, basically just to cover the fees of having to put it on there. I am a mom, so my kids may walk in. This is for sale on my website. Link is down below. It's $1, mainly just because I have to cover fees of having it on there. But I have this. I also am going to put out one for eBay as well, things that I have done to help get daily sales on eBay as well. It is a checklist to go through, say, hey, it helps me keep organized and figure out what to do. So the first thing is share your closet every single day. This is the most important thing on Poshmark. Poshmark works a little bit differently. It is based off of you go to the top of the search if you have shared your item, which it has its benefits because you don't have to be great at SEOs. You don't have to work on ranking and figure out all of the algorithm behind it. You just have to share your items. And so if you're new to Poshmark, I will show you on here, this little button down here shares your items to my followers. Boom, you're done. Share all of your items, your entire closet, 2 to 4 times a day. In the video, like I said, watch that other video to learn a little bit more in depth about where I came up with these. Sharing more than that isn't necessarily helpful. You need to be doing other things. Poshmark is a social app. You need to be social on it. The next thing that I do every single day is list or edit next list. I do not have items to list every single day. I have found, and in the data analysis that I did, you don't have to list every single day. It's slightly different than eBay in that sense. You do have to have inventory for people to buy. So you do have to be putting inventory on there. The consistency of listing every single day is not necessary on Poshmark. Being social every single day is necessary on Poshmark to be bringing in those sales. This is the list of things that I've come up with to stay social. So if you don't have items to list, fine, no problem. Go through and edit next list. So you hit edit. You don't even have to change anything. Update, list an item. It's called edit next list because that's, if you do it on the app, that's what it's happening on the app. What that does is it refreshes it in Poshmark and puts it up to the top of the ranking. It's almost like refreshing it, telling them that you are paying attention and you're doing something to it. It also helps it in the Google search. So why that's helpful is people are searching in Poshmark, but someone might go on Google and say, hey, I'm looking for a pair of studded clogs in a size 7. Boom, I just edit next list. This is coming up first. On that, I'm going to give you a little tip too. White backgrounds. Google, most search engines like a white background. It is easier for the algorithm to pick it up. It's easier for it to pick up. I do white backgrounds for that reason because it'll come up in searches, mainly outside search engines. eBay really likes it as well to come up. Drop your prices. I drop my prices every single day. Sounds a little scary, which it can be, but I do it in such a way that you don't actually have to be dropping your prices. You just trigger the algorithm as you do it. So couple ways that I do this. One, I will, if I am listing new items, I list them 10% higher than what the price that I actually wanted it to be. And then I automatically drop it 10%. So it's triggering that algorithm, it's triggering it into saying, hey, I dropped a price. Poshmark is big on getting a deal and all of that and dropping your price. There's another thing too, as you're searching, you have these, let me find, I don't get it on the computer a lot, so it may take me a minute to figure out. I'm not going to show you on the computer because I don't know. On the app, or when you're searching, I can't show you because I'm usually on the app. I don't know how you search on here. But when you're searching, there's little check boxes. One of the check boxes, one of the ways to search is just in. One of the ways to search is recently price dropped. So now when I list an item, it goes to just in. It also goes to recently price dropped. I am getting double the exposure now because I'm coming up in 2 different searches, giving me a better likelihood of coming up in searches and possibly someone purchasing my item. If I don't have new items to list, I will go down and look at items that are kind of stale and drop some of those prices or something that I want to get rid of. If you relist, which is amazing, Poshmark just came out with a copy feature, so relisting is really easy. If you relist, I go through and all of my old stale inventory, I will drop the prices for a day or 2, and then if nothing sells, I will relist it. So that is something that I do every single day. You don't have to do a ton of them. It's just something that helps trigger the algorithm. Comment on 10 people's closets. Do not solicit your own closet. I usually go in, I actually go into fresh closets. So for the sake of, I don't want to show you people's names on my Poshmark, but if you go in, I will tell you how to get there. If you go into the very bottom on the app. Oh, okay. I'm doing a video though. I'll be done in a minute. Oh, children. So if you go into the app, on the very bottom, it will have like a little square with your login name. Click on that. Go to find people. This is all the people that are on Poshmark. You can search in various different ways. I'll talk a little bit more about this in a minute, but the people that I decide to comment on, I go to new people, fresh closets. So fresh closets is different from just joined. Just joined are people that are brand new to Poshmark. Fresh closets are people who are new to listing. So they could have been buyers on Poshmark for not 20 years, because that hasn't been around that long, but they could be on Poshmark for, 5 months, and then they just decided to list something. So I go to, and you can comment however you want. I just think that, these people are kind of newish to Poshmark. They want to see what's going on. So I usually will I will follow a person. Oftentimes I will go down to brands. There's menus and you can select brands. I hit my brands and I select a brand that I have a lot of in my closet. I hit follow. I go into their closet. I share a couple of their items and then I comment on their profile and say, cute closet, good luck selling. I don't say I have good items, I have a sale. I don't solicit at all. I basically am just showing support. Sometimes I'll say, if you have questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Poshmark is social. They want you interacting with the other people on the app in a kind, friendly manner, not in a soliciting manner. So I do 10 people a day. Like I said, do not solicit your closet. The next thing that I do is follow for 10 to 20 minutes. Poshmark is social. They want you to have lots of followers. They want you to be interacting with people. The two ways that I do followers, I do just joined. Most of my buy it now purchases are from people who are new to the app. They don't necessarily know how the app is. They're not getting a lot of notifications yet. So when you follow them, they're more willing to go look at your closet, where someone who's been in the app for a while is like, I already have 100 notifications. Like, I don't pay as much attention to a follower. Someone who's new may only have 3 new notifications and say, oh, hey, what's going on? Let me go look at this person's closet. They don't necessarily know how offers work, so they don't always send an offer. And if they do, it's usually more reasonable than some of the people that have been on the app for a little bit longer. So I will go through and follow new people. The other thing that I do, again, I'm not going to show you this, but I will tell you, send me a DM on Instagram if you want more specific details. But I go into, so again, I'm on the very bottom on this setting. It's like your profile. You go to find people. I go to my brands. I just select whatever brand. I change at the very top, there's going to be filters. I change that brand to all brands. And then I change it says trending, I change it to active sellers. These are people that are on the app right now. If I am following them, I'm hoping that some of them will be looking to shop, they see me follow them, and then they head on over to my closet. I do that for about 10 to 20 minutes a day. I'm going to say for followers, I've heard many things through the community and nothing has been explicit. I have been locked out once for following too many people. I've heard, and I think it was confirmed when I was locked out, that you cannot follow more than 10,000 people a day. So do be cognizant of how many people you're following, because then Poshmark will lock you out of your activity. The last thing that I do is share 20 items from 5 different closets. I do this. Poshmark is a social app. You have to be interacting. You have to be, if you're only sharing your closet, you're not getting as much exposure. They want you to be on the app interacting socially. So I go through, I have a list of people, and if you have the dashboard, that's usually the people that I share is dashboard users. Nothing against anybody else. Sometimes I have a couple friends, but if you have the dashboard, there's a Facebook user group to people who have the dashboard, and one of the posts in there is everyone's Poshmark closet. So I usually will just go through there for 5 different closets a day and share items from their closet. So these are all things based off of, I see it in my data, but I also have done a sample data analysis on Poshmark sellers and found that these were things that worked. The top revenue earners, people who are making daily sales, were doing these. It's not just listing. It's different than eBay. If you're coming from eBay, it's a little bit different. These are things that are going to help you make sales. I'm going to give you the disclosure though. You have to have good items. You have to have, doing these activities with items that nobody wants, you're not going to make sales. Having bad pictures and bad SEOs and bad reviews is not going, these activities aren't going to magically make you sales. You still need to have a closet that people want to purchase items, that the pictures look nice, you have good descriptions and all of that. But if you're in that place and you're wanting to make daily sales, try doing these activities every single day. Let me know how it goes for you. Again, like I said, this infographic as well as the one for eBay, I will be doing a video on that as well. But the activities that you should do every day on eBay will come out. This infographic is for sale. The link down below is in my website. It's $1 just to cover the fees of making it available on my website for you. So what I do with this, I keep it up on my computer. I also have one that I have put contact paper over so I can just check it off every single day as I go. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what you guys are doing on Poshmark, how sales are. Let me know, leave a comment down below. If you try these items, let me know how it works for your sales. Make sure to give me a thumbs up on your way out and have a wonderful day.